Hey moviegoers, Dimitri Panos here with another episode of the Cinescope, movies under a new lens. In this episode, I'm going to put Twisters under the Cinescope. So let's Twister again like we did almost 28 summers ago. Twisters is no summer breeze. It's big, it's loud, it's major spectacle movie-going magic that puts you right in the suck zone. So hang on to your seat. A requel that isn't beholden to any legacy characters. Twisters truly stands on its own, twisting new characters, story, and of course, twisters. Kate Carter is a former storm chaser. She was focused on research and saving lives. After a chase literally gets blown away, she loses not only her findings, but 3 of her good friends, including her boyfriend. Kate now sits behind the safety of a computer screen, tracking storm patterns. Well, a former colleague and friend, Javi, he was a part of the team on that fateful day. He lures her back to her home state in the open plains of Oklahoma, Tornado Alley. He dangles a promise, the use of a new game-changing tech that will allow Kate to finish what she started. Well, after her first attempt of getting back in the saddle, Kate realizes it's not like riding a bike. She is, well, twister shy, and she blows a major call. So while she and the new team regroup, she comes across Tyler Owens, a tornado wrangler. He treats storm chasing more like a rodeo rather than a risk. He's in it for the thrills, YouTube likes, and merchandising. In short, Owens is in it for the show. The tornado season, he has a journalist following him along who promises a big positive article and millions more of YouTube subscribers. They say opposites attract. Well, Kate and Owen couldn't be more opposite in their approach and reasoning for storm chasing. I'm not exactly sure what to call twisters. Earlier I used the very black word of REQUEL, but I'm not sure that's correct. Why do I say that? Well, the most recent batch of requels have all included legacy characters. Their ties to what started it all. Laurie Strode, Halloween, Sidney Prescott, and others for Scream, and then Chris McNeil, The Exorcist. Twisters has almost no ties to the past outside of Dorothy. If you recall, that's the canister filled with those flying orbs designed to provide detail of what's going on inside a tornado. There are a few nods, Easter eggs if you will, here and there, but that's it. It's not even explained how these folks have Dorothy now. Twisters is best explained as it's set in a world created in Twister. Twisters is an all-new modern disaster movie with brand new characters, a new story, and even bigger threats. You could argue there's a narrative parallel in the '96 version. Helen Hunt's character, Jo, watches her dad get whisked away by a tornado. In Twisters, Kate watches her friends get swept away into the sky. And that's pretty much where that parallel stops. In Twister, that event inspires Jo to become a storm chaser. In Twisters, it causes Kate to quit. Twisters stands fully on its own, and that's a good thing. Well, it's a great thing actually, because the movie isn't obligated to follow, or better yet, bring up to speed a movie-going audience what a legacy character has been up to these past 28 years. More importantly, it doesn't have to continue telling that person's story. Twisters is Kate's story, Kate's journey. And to further punctuate that notion, there's a scene where Tyler tells the tag-along journalist she's the story. It's a great scene, and with just that little bit of dialogue, it tells a lot about character and narrative. Well, speaking of narrative, the story was thought up by Joseph Kosinski and written by Mark L. Smith. Smith, by the way, wrote the Best Picture nominated movie, The Revenant. I mention it because The Revenant is a character-driven story. Furthermore, Twisters is directed by Lee Isaac Chung. He wrote and directed the very character-driven family drama, Minari. As collaborators, Smith and Chung spotlight character over effects, and this raises the movie stakes because I actually cared for the people and their plight. As for Lee Isaac Chung, he makes it clear this is the career opportunity he's hoped for. As his first major studio-backed tentpole movie, Chung more than rises to the occasion, and he's filmed some very visually spectacular, striking, thrilling set pieces. Perhaps it's because he himself knows what it's like to take cover from an actual tornado. It's true, because as a child, his family had to flee and stay safe from twisters. Boy, I wish that was in Minari. Well, to go from Minari to this, Lee Isaac Chung has upped his game. He's afforded Hollywood and moviegoers a further glimpse of his many talents. And he, along with the breathtaking special effects work of ILM, well, they're the true tornado wranglers. Daisy Edgar-Jones as Kate delivers a solid performance and brings to life a character for moviegoers to get behind. Twisters really does rest on her shoulders, and she shoulders it very well. Glen Powell as Tyler Owens. Well, I'll say this, because I've often asked the question, what has happened to the term movie star, and who today would be considered a movie star? I say with confidence, Glen Powell is a movie star. He brings to film charisma and an everyman charm. He flaunts a bravado that's not offensive because it's tempered by heart, and I'm sure some will say and argue his eyes and looks. They also have something to do with it. At this point, Powell has pretty much done it all, from drama to action, comedy, and he helped revive the romantic comedy. He has proven dependable without having been in a Marvel movie. Oh my! I see in him qualities of Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks, Kevin Costner, and even James Stewart. Even when Tyler is being egotistically cocky, you still like him, all because of how Glen Powell portrays him. And when you have two attractive people, even though they're opposites, you want them to get together, or at the very least, work together. It is a major part of what makes Twisters so enjoyable. Well, that and the Twisters. I mean, this is a disaster movie, and it implores you, the moviegoer, watch it on the best and biggest screen possible. I earlier mentioned ILM, and they've created, and together with Lee Isaac Chung, give moviegoers perhaps this summer's best and exciting set pieces. Oh, and the sound. Whoa! There is a scene that takes place in a movie theater, and I swear I thought I was sitting in the theater that was in the path of an F5 tornado. Twisters is that immersive event movie going experience. Like the 96 original, Twisters highlights good characters, performances, direction, story, and special effects to deliver one of this summer's wicked piss of popcorn movies. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the review. I would love to know what you thought of Twisters, and what do you think about my believing in Glen Powell being a movie star? You can do so in the comments below. I leave them open. I hope you liked this review. If you did, please like. If you didn't, you can not like it too. That's fine. That's your opinion. And in your comments, say what you will. I will read them. Just be kind and respectful. And also, subscribe to the channel. I try to get more subscribers with each episode, and share it with your friends and family and those who just like movies. Again, I appreciate you tuning in and clicking play. Thank you very much. I hope to have more reviews in the days and weeks ahead. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at the movies.